What's on the card this week for WWE news, rumors, and headlines? We're going to give all that for you right now here on Show and View, where we stay true. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for this each and every week. And ladies and gentlemen, it could end up being more than just one time a week where I present this huge update, fully loaded, where we compile all the news that matters straight to you. Viewers, let's get right into it. There is huge rumors of WWE taking a different approach with AJ Styles over the next coming months. That change would be in his character, as the company is interested in pushing AJ Styles as a babyface once again, just to switch up feuds and matches on Smackdown Live, because WWE doesn't want Smackdown to become mediocre and dulled down by rematch after rematch after rematch. On the other hand, as always, there is the rumors of a potential John Cena heel turn, however, not the way you may suspect. Heel turn that would include Cena screwing over Team SmackDown at Survivor Series. While Cena is not booked or planned for Survivor Series, don't be shocked to see John Cena show up to shock the world, because there's been rumors of huge trades going on between Raw and SmackDown. Huge rumors of John Cena going back to Monday Night Raw to help in the ratings department. But there is a lot more included in this fully loaded WWE news card. What was the most important news that made the card? We're going to find out. Make sure to share this video on Facebook and Twitter and leave your comments, because your comments are absolutely crucial to the development and growth of this very channel. Although it is widely reported that Finn Balor would be returning to WWE Roadblock and Hulk Hogan making a Wrestlemania comeback, both superstars have said no to a WWE return at this time. However, Finn Balor has stated that he will be back early 2017. There is rumors of Hulk Hogan saying no just to swerve people into thinking he is not coming back, so there will be more importance and more significance when he does, show up once again to our WWE television screens. SmackDown lost huge in the ratings war this week to a taped Raw, which the taped Raw saw a bigger number than last week's live Raw. WWE has added a 4-man announce team for SmackDown, which has many people scratching their heads for a variety of different reasons. With certain superstars not being happy on Raw, and some superstars not being content with being on SmackDown Live even. Wow, I thought the problem was just on Monday Night Raw. I guess there's some trouble as backstage with SmackDown too. I guess SmackDown isn't perfect. I mean, is James Ellsworth really ruining, or is he adding to the SmackDown Live crew? So let's just go back here to reiterate. Certain superstars not happy on Raw. Certain superstars not content on SmackDown. Rumors of the WWE draft ending by summer 2017 or early 2018, especially if ratings continue to decline. Or it has also opened up internal conversation. This according to DWN. Partial source also goes to No DQ and Wrestling Inc. for a variety of different topics, news, and rumors in this report. There's rumors of other talent from Raw to SmackDown and SmackDown to Raw, with a stipulation added in that would make more sense instead of just moving superstars around, floating them around between Raw and SmackDown, with no reason behind it whatsoever. So there's going to be logic, there's going to be meaning, there's going to be significance. And once again, this goes back to John Cena being rumored to go back to Monday Night Raw to settle a score and, of course, up the ratings. Right now, drastic times call for drastic measures. Who are the two superstars that are unhappy with WWE, possibly leaving the WWE if things don't change? We're going to get right into that very soon. Despite some belief that Vince McMahon is in charge of Raw and not SmackDown, Dave Meltzer of F4W Online has reported that Vince is hands-on and is 100% in control of both shows. Speaking of Vince, he apparently loves the term sparkle crotch and was laughing like a maniac each time Seth Rollins used it towards Chris Jericho. Plans haven't been finalized yet, but according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, there will be few less pay-per-view events than originally planned in 2017. Once again, viewers and subscribers, I alluded to this earlier in the week. This is going to, allow time for feuds to build up organically, us to get invested, us to want to see the program, so things aren't so rushed. Listen, I liked it back in the day, the format. They should have never changed the formula of what pay-per-views used to stand for and what they meant for, but we know that the WWE has done a lot of things that has, controversy and conflict written all over it. But there's, once again, things that we can agree and disagree on. That's why here on Sean's Free Entertainment, here on WWE News Card, we give you the specifics, we give you the updates, and we give you the WWE news that you saw, you missed, or that you may want to hear once again. Because here on Sean's View on News Card, I don't just only give you the news, I give you the developments, I give you the updates, and I sure as hell will give you the breaking news. There was talk at this week's WWE television tapings that a predicted Shield reunion with a triple powerbomb spot from the Shield through a table at Survivor Series in a couple of weeks. So not only is the Shield returning and reuniting at Survivor Series, they will also, rumors of them taking out the entire squad, taking out their entire team, so it's only left to the Shield standing in that WWE ring at Survivor Series. Viewers and subscribers, when I say I'm prolific, consistent, and dedicated, I don't just say that because it looks good or it sounds good. It happens to be true. Let's get into more of this major report. It's interesting to note that there has been discussions about Shane McMahon versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 33 next year with the rumors, and here is the updates and the developments to this story. With the rumors of Shane McMahon screwing over Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, off the F5 from SummerSlam to Shane McMahon. So that means Goldberg could potentially get the victory at Survivor Series. Let's see, the Shane McMahon match is something that has been on the board. It's been talked about, it's been speculated, but is it actually going to materialize? And is this something the WWE fans want to see? But there is more to this report. With the rumors of Shane McMahon screwing over Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series off the F5 from SummerSlam. The match Vince McMahon wants next year is The Rock versus Brock Lesnar. But on the flip side, WWE may decide to go with Roman Reigns versus The Rock if WWE can get The Rock to commit to WWE, on a more timely basis. It should be noted that Triple H would prefer they go to a young guy to face Lesnar, with him getting a newer talent, possibly a call-up from NXT, so that could be a possibility. Both Vince McMahon and Triple H hope to get Edge on television more regularly and not just the Smackdown 900th episode. Of course, we already know about the breaking news about the Phenom, the Dead Man, the Undertaker returning to WWE for Smackdown, only to announce his retirement tour. Huge news on that, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are very unhappy in WWE right now. And that is another reason why the WWE is going to have to shuffle and move around certain things in this WWE draft. So far, it seems like the WWE draft is not working, is not getting over in the ratings department. And, with certain guys getting lost in the shuffle still, once again, SmackDown is the better show, but WWE simply trying to ruin SmackDown with what they've set forth. So, it's just, I don't understand the four-man announce team. I don't understand some of the logic on SmackDown. Don't fix something. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, if there is more to these epic reports. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I want to fill you in. Huge news on Sasha Banks and Charlotte, ladies and gentlemen. How about this one? There is a possibility of Samoa Joe. We're not done. No. Don't shut the episode off. We are not done. Samoa Joe appearing at Survivor Series, but we're not confirming that, according to DWN. His call-up to the main roster, however, is drawing near. So that's good for all the Samoa Joe fans out there. Regarding the finish of Sasha Banks versus Charlotte at Hell in a Cell, the word is that Vince McMahon feels that the finish was messed up because of Sasha Banks. Banks apparently was supposedly to go through the table and then get pinned with natural selection. Instead, Charlotte tried putting Sasha through the table, and Sasha, of course, didn't go through the table either time. And there's people in WWE that feel sympathetic regarding Banks, and they feel that Charlotte should have done more with her celebration. McMahon was said to be 100% behind the idea of having Charlotte regaining the title, despite the event being in Sasha Banks' hometown. And ladies and gentlemen, like you said to me, that just is absolutely ridiculous. That's one of those things where I'm scratching my head and my eyelids and they're popping, because why would you do that? Why have this constant the inconsistency? Drastic times call for drastic measures. You got to change up things. You can, there are some things where it can be simple and lay to a foundation. But when you do something like this, And this is one of those things where, well, it was unpredictable that Charlotte won, but it wasn't good unpredictability. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't in a good way. That's for sure. So viewers and subscribers, once again, here on WWE News Card, this could be extended because here on Show and View Entertainment, not only do I want your comments on all these news and rumors, what I think was the top news and rumors out of this was the AJ Styles face turn with a Cena heel turn. The WWE switching things up, potentially the draft ending. And I want your questions because this is completely fan-driven and subscriber interactive. Your questions, your comments, your suggestions, and shout-outs. We also do shout-outs here on WWE News Card. So if you want to get shouted out here on Show and Entertainment in front of some 90,000 subscribers, which is probably only really 20,000 because my company keeps saying to me that I have so many inactive subscribers, yada, yada, yada. Once again, viewers, I want to gain and maintain. I want to show growth. I want to show potential. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Show and Entertainment. This has been WWE News Card. If you like this format, if you enjoy these kind of videos, if you want longer, in-depth videos, just subscribe to the face that books this damn place, Show and View Entertainment on YouTube.com. Subscribe today with your questions, your comments, your opinions, and suggestions. And if I get enough comments and interaction and questions, we will have a follow-up. WWE News Card number 2, the follow-up, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there will be a follow-up to this where it's all about you, the viewers, and the subscribers. So it's absolutely crucial. It's very, very important to leave your comments, your questions, and your opinions, and you could get shouted out. And remember, to get shouted out, all you got to simply do is to potentially get shouted out, hear your comments on the air, or have your question answered. All you got to do is like, share, subscribe, and comment. That's all you got to do. That's all there is to it. It's a very easy formula, something that the WWE cannot seem to do to follow with their easy formula. But what I can say that the WWE is doing right is at least Survivor Series is feeling like tradition once again. Subscribe.